Hi, I'm really glad you're here today. Today, I want to talk about um, something kind of shocking that I only recently realized. And I also want to teach you by the end of this video how to go from fear and anxiety to calm and peace. So, let's start with the fact that we are all very powerful beings. We're just not aware of it and we've never been taught about it. And it's time for us to come into that awareness now. The reason I want to focus on that is because I have become very surprised recently by a story a friend of mine told me, um, of something that happened where he works. And it turns out that there are tons and tons and tons of people who have no idea about manifesting, no idea about, the fact that we create our own reality, no idea about the law of attraction. They still really honestly believe that they are at the mercy of whatever happens in the world. And that, I guess, because I surround myself with people who think like me, or I surround myself with people who are willing to listen to me yammer on about manifesting and what we focus on, we create, and our attention is the most powerful thing we have. I am not really aware of how many people in the world are out there completely unaware of their own power. I mean, I always thought that people had some sort of a passing awareness of it, even if they never implemented anything. So that is what I want to talk about. So I have a friend, and recently he works for corporate America. He was at a conference where, leadership in the company were going through different kinds of, I don't know, HR puts it on. It's to teach you how to be a better leader. And it was a 3-day conference. So it turned out that the last day of the conference, right before the last day of the conference, the company announced that they were going to downsize and let go of a third of the people that worked in the company. 1/3 of the people. And my friend looked at it and went, interesting. But everyone at the conference was losing their minds. They were in a panic. They said, like, a vice president walked up to him and said, I know I'm getting fired. And he was totally calm while everyone else was in chaos. They were completely losing it. They were like, how am I going to take care of my kids? What's going to happen to my house? I just bought my house. People were losing their minds and coming to him and asking him, why aren't you losing your mind? Why aren't you upset by this? And he said, well, it's just it's just an announcement. Number one, nothing has actually happened. And I don't have to be afraid because it could be an amazing opportunity that could be coming my way because of this. But people were coming up to him left and right. I'm going to be the one they fire. I know I'm going to be one of the ones that gets fired. And that, what to him was so strange. And he kept saying, why, how do you know that? Why do you decide that you know that? They were just losing it. So when he told me this story, I really didn't realize how many people in the world don't know about how to manifest. They don't know that information is out there. Neville Goddard talked about this stuff in the 40s. In the 30s, he started to learn about this stuff. In the early 90s, they talked about the law of attraction. Greg Braden was out there. Dr. Joe Dispenza's been doing this work for 20 years. I just assumed, that's my cat moving my camera. I just assumed that everyone had at least an idea that this was out there. So today, what I want to help you do is go from chaos to calm. And the first thing that you have to do when it comes to that is let go of fear. Just the way you let go of fear is you go inside, you pay attention to it as if it's a passing thing and let it move through you. Just let it move through you. It doesn't want to stay stuck. It doesn't want to hold on to where it is. It just wants to express and move. So if you observe it and use your breath to breathe it, you can allow it to move through you. As this happens, you'll feel a calm coming over you because the fear can't stay if you pay attention and let it move. Then become curious. What if yourself? This is what I call what ifing yourself. So you say to yourself, what if this is actually a good thing? What if what I'm thinking and believing at the moment isn't true? What if something else is true? What if something really good is true? And give yourself the opportunity to come up with something that would be really something that you would like to experience in the near future. Like if you were going to lose your job, what if you ended up finding a job that was even better, with better bosses and better people and better pay? What if you ended up one of the employees that stayed at that company, but they appreciated you so much that they gave you stock in the company? There's so many different ways that this particular story that my friend told me about could work itself out. And then let yourself feel as if what you're imagining could be true. And when you let yourself imagine that these things are true, you're gonna be able to feel what it feels like to have everything already resolved, already taken care of, already happened, already manifested in the best way possible. And all you had to do was give yourself a different what if scenario. Instead of what if this is something horrible, what if this is something amazing? And then once you have that feeling, relax and let yourself feel peace. And as you let yourself feel peace, know that that feeling of peace is wafting up from the inside, so that you feel that emotion coming from the inside of you. It's like it's pouring out of your heart and radiating through your entire body, your entire energy field. The universe wants to support you, but it has to give you what you ask for. It has to give you what you focus on. So focus on something amazing. Anyway, I hope this helps someone today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And until next time, have a great day.